My name's Kate Warrington. I work as a Tenancy Sustainment Officer for Oxford City Council. I've been doing this job since 2011, which was when the team was set up, and we're part of a homeless prevention initiative. Tenancy Sustainment is about preventing homelessness. So we are part of a bigger programme which is looking at how we can break that cycle of people needing accommodation from Oxford City Council. So we're just part of it. We only work with council tenants. We're paid for from people's rent. And the idea is where people have got a behaviour that might be putting their tenancy at risk, we would get a referral. We only work with referrals. And that might be from something like the rent officer, who could be talking to somebody about their rent arrears. It could be from the antisocial behaviour team, who get involved where there's neighbourhood concerns and antisocial behaviour. Sometimes it's social services, where people go out and they're worried about a tenant's behaviour that might be putting them at risk. And we would work with people to try and see what support they need to stabilise that tenancy. So that's what sustainment is. Sustainment is about keeping things going in a healthy way. It's that situation where people just are not coping with holding their own tenancy. So tenancy sustainment is about the bigger issue. It's about maximising people's incomes. It's about sometimes tackling that reluctance to really commit to a council tenancy. Unfortunately, some people think that a council tenancy is something to be avoided. And I think that's a real shame, because a council tenancy is about a good permanent home that is up to a good standard, that we can provide support, that is at an affordable rent. And we want people to have that confidence to really commit to having a council tenancy. We've got schemes where people can get help with furniture. We can get people linked up with benefit advice, energy advice, things like that. We would come in and basically talk through people, find out a bit more about the background. Because what quite often happens is we might get a referral about one issue. You actually go and talk to somebody in your home and you find out that, okay, yeah, that's an issue, but there is all this going on. And sometimes you don't get to know what's going on until you've actually met somebody, spoken to them, given people the opportunity to say what's important to them. And so, for example, one of the things that we might do with somebody is we'll sit down and we'll commit to a certain number of weeks visit, something like that, and we can help people break through that first step of actually opening letters. Let's work out what is important, what isn't important, and actually get something moving. We tend to call it logjam busting. So you go in and you find out all the horrible things that might be hanging around, and you actually try and comb them out and get some sense out of them and work out, look, actually, we're going to break it down into little bits and we're going to tackle this bit at a time. This is most important. Sometimes the things that are most on people's minds are not necessarily the thing that's going to cause them the most harm. You know, rent arrears, you could lose your home. Not having a mobile phone means that, you know, people are going to find it hard to contact you. You know, so it's sometimes we've got to have tricky conversations with people to say, this is a priority, this is not a priority. I have a patch here at Riverside Court, which I try and come to at least once a week. You know, quite often people will see me walking about and they'll come and have a quick word with me. You know, they get to know that I'm here, and that's absolutely fine. You know, if it's not something I can deal with, hopefully we can put them through or get it raised or talk to people about who they need to talk to. We are lucky is that we've got the contact centre, so it's one number that you need to remember and then pretty much everything goes through it. We also need to remember that some people find that quite intimidating. It's there for people who can use it. We want to try and make sure that there's other ways that people can contact us if they can't do it.